welcome to RuTube Mashed and Trashed, where tonight we are counting down the 50 best mashups, homages, remakes, parodies and pastiches the internet has ever thrown up. So, consider us your mother seagull, you our darling offspring, and get ready to open your mouths as we regurgitate some online awesomeness straight down your throats.
Yeah.
Say hello to our massive mountain of mash! Tonight we'll be blowing up scary aliens, blowing up balloon Darth Vaders, and celebrating mashups that have blown up the whole internet.
You don't want your dad seeing you do that on national television.
This is RuTube Mashed and Trashed. Aren't the best presents the ones that you never thought to ask for? Well, for any Lord of the Rings fans still sad that there are no more Middle-earth movies, how could you have known that what you really wanted all along was all your favourite hobbits and Uruk-hai singing YMCA?
Stay. Stay.
Let's get ready to fumble. Here's Jason Dorbone's punchy mum showing off her pugilistic prowess on holiday.
Come on.
And before you could complete a 10 counts, this crazy mash arrived. Meanwhile, at the reptile house, party.
Why are you crying?
What do a kid crying and Alice DJ's 90s trance hit Better Off Alone have in common? This, obviously.
Why are you crying?
And where there's one remix, others are sure to follow. If there's one thing this Nelly and Kelly duet has always needed, it's more cockatiel. Nice one, Patrick the Bird. Fingers crossed for a future collaboration with this beatboxer. If you see a cuter animal mashup than this today, I'll eat my green stalky thing. When you head down to your local takeaway, what is on your mind? That's right, Columbo, that you're hungry. But not if you're Aussie mashup artists Mashed and Kutcher. They're thinking about music. But what inspired the dapper duo, aka Matt and Adam, to turn lunch into this foot-long foot stomper?
What's that one about that?
The idea came from Matt's coffee grinder.
It made this like really weird noise, and so I thought it might be cool to record it.
Was that toasted or fresh?
We were pretty anxious no one would contribute. And a lot of people get offended.
Who's your dream collaboration then? Iced tea? Fleetwood macchiato?
Personally, I would love to collab with the Boob.
The boob.
The Boob.
A Michael Bublé collab, you say? Engage the root tube Mashamatic. You're welcome, guys. This one's on us. Liverpool manager Brendan Rodgers' shock departure was announced on live TV.
Brendan Rodgers has left Liverpool.
And gave us this brilliant mash. The Antiques Roadshow, a British TV institution where people have their possessions valued and, according to web weirdo Simon Bolch, turn up with any old shit.
What on earth made you bring this?
I've no idea. Just really, I think, to find out what it was.
Has it been in your house long?
30 years.
Did you inherit it?
I just found it in the garden.
What was it? Was it just buried?
It was in a cloth bag.
If this was in really good condition, a piece like this would make at least £12,000 to £15,000.
No. Blimey. Can't believe that, Emma. I gave this to Emma 20 years ago.
You're a lucky girl.
Didn't I?
Do you want it back?
No, you can have it.
Yep, if you're hoping for a priceless find, starts with the dump. It's a brave parent that buys their kids a drum kit, but this inspired mashup by Simon Panrucker from Cambridge must have saved loads of money on lessons.
My youngest niece, Flo, has got a kid's drum set for Christmas. And I just thought, oh man, it'd be cool if I could make a video that makes her look like an ingenious, virtuosic drum soloist. Then I got my older niece to do it. Poppy just wanted to wear that giraffe costume. The way that I shot it was pretty boring for them. The youngest one especially was like, oh, can I just play the whole kit now? I just want to go nuts. And she had the real like rock and roll mentality. But they're both super cool, and I really want them to like me. So they're so excited that so many people have seen it, and they're really excited that it's going to be on RootTube as well. Not that they're allowed to watch it because they're too young. There was certainly no intention to make myself look the best drummer of the three. It's just a natural thing because I am better than both of them in every way conceivable. That
If there are two things that never get old, it's The Matrix and fails.
Free your mind.
I don't think he's the one. On January the 10th, 2016, we lost one of our great artists, the legendary David Bowie. Tributes flooded in, but this final mash from Canadian DJ Scratch Bastard showed us the best way to remember Bowie is to just dance. Remember this classic mashup of Chewbacca and Jamaican rap star Guinea Pepper? Well, this Wookiee is the gift that keeps on giving, as Eclectic Method has awakened the Force once more.
Wookiee.
That walking carpet really is everywhere this year, even in the most unexpected places. It's nasty period drama classic that just celebrated its 20th anniversary and launched the career of Mr. Darcy himself, Colin Firth. But how do you make the 200-year-old writing of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice more accessible to kids today? Well, you pick one impassioned speech tearing apart the snooty Darcy and add a little bit of
Did you expect me to rejoice in the inferiority of your connections? To congratulate myself on the hope of relations whose condition in life is so decidedly below my own?
You're mistaken, Mr. Darcy. The mode of your declaration merely spared me any concern I might have felt in refusing you had you behaved in a more gentlemanlike manner. You could not have made me the offer of your hand in any possible way that would have tempted me to accept it. From the very beginning, your manners impressed me with the fullest belief of your arrogance, your conceit, and your selfish disdain for the feelings of others. I had not known you a month before I felt you were the last man in the world whom I could ever marry. Turn down for
Time for a religious remix now from audio ace Mario Vinoretta.
No.
Well, if part one hasn't taken an internet-shaped sledgehammer to pop culture classics and shown what you can achieve with some editing skill and a mind that's a little threadbare at the edges, then stick around as we up the ante with a part two that looks like this. We've got cardboard cyborgs, the dark side of balloon modelling, and an old feathered friend reimagined.
All right, isn't it? Artist pleasing. Keep watching Roadshow to find out what it's like to be an Irish pingo.
You shower the feckers. Welcome back to RootTube Mashed and Trashed. Now, in America, anything that can be turned into a competition is turned into one, and the tension at some of these high-pressure events is enough to give you iridocyclitis, which is what this next kid was given as a word he had to spell in the most terrifying of circumstances, the American televised spelling bee.
Iridocyclitis.
And after Dev J. Swell's ever-so-close attempt at spelling this word, the internet's rallied round to help lift his spirits in the only way it knows how, by remixing it.
I-T-I-S. Iridocyclitis. Boys only want love if it's iridocyclitis. Iridocyclitis. I just called to say iridocyclitis.
Fasten your seatbelts and keep your tray table upright, because things are about to take off as Croatian artist Paolo Cheric has animated an airline safety card to the sounds of 90s dance banger Blah Blah Blah. From blah blah to ba ba, as Dan Ospel and John Haskell celebrate the Chinese Year of the Sheep.
It's the year of the sheep.
If you thought the sight of two semi-naked sumo wrestlers was scary, then wait till you see the literally groundbreaking results of this twisted mashup. May I have your attention, please? Will the real Republican presidential nominee please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here.
Further ado, let's begin.
In Florida, they call me Jeff. I'm proud of my brother.
You are a criminal.
I've got a record in Florida.
Bad pigs, dogs, slobs,
Illegals,
disgusting animals.
prostitutes, drug dealers, pimps, all the people freeloading off the system. And of course, I'm talking about Hillary Clinton.
Drugs pouring across the border. It's fun, and we need brain.
Trump, Trump, Trump.
This is Mike Beasley's take on the US Republican leadership debate. Only some of these guys are slim, but they're all a bit shady. It's one of the greatest moments in modern cinema. That restaurant scene in Goodfellas in which Joe Pesci gives an acting masterclass as a mobster scaring the life out of his partner in crime, Ray Liotta.
What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here. They're telling me.
I almost had him.
But if the internet has taught us anything, it's that whatever two top-of-their-game actors can do, the cast of an 80s kids' TV show can do better, as a pink hippo and a thing with a zip for a mouth prove.
Fuck. He said, no, you're going to tell me something today, tough guy. I said, all right, I'll tell you something. Go fuck your mother.
You're really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? I like that story. It's funny. You're a funny guy.
Funny how? I mean, what's funny about it?
You know, you're funny.
How the fuck am I funny? What the fuck is so funny about me? Tell me. Tell me what's funny.
Get the fuck out of here. They're telling me.
I almost had him. Yeah, stuttering prick. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Is there a more fitting way to cover the retro stylings of Kavinsky's night call than on an old mobile phone? Of course there is, with two old mobile phones. This guy's high score on Snake must be incredible. A trip to the dark side now from US website College Humor and their self-explanatory series, Balloon Animal Challenge.
Life-size Darth Vader on the toilet, reading a newspaper. I have no idea how to make any of those three things.
We grabbed LA-based balloonatic Dan Siegel and pumped him for information.
I'm pretty familiar with Darth Vader, you know, I was Star Wars fans growing up.
Get your head in there.
The helmet was hard because, like, at first when I was doing it, I was worried that it would just look like some kind of bob cut.
I feel pretty good about this head, but unfortunately, he needs a body as well.
I spent a little bit too much time on the toilet figuring out how I was going to make it. You know, I think I've peaked. I think this is my life achievement, making a balloon Darth Vader on a toilet reading a newspaper.
This asshole is fully operational. This suit gives new meaning to swamp ass.
In the words of the great Jerry Maguire, we live in a cynical world. A cynical world. And with kids more interested in Facebook than the good book, churches in America have realised they need to add some pep to their outdoor signs to show the younger generation that they're fresh, they're dope, and so is Jesus. Masher Dustin Akui noticed this and decided to poke some fun with his Blurred Lines parody, Church Signs.
Everybody look up. Been making church signs. You know you love it. You know you love it. You're a bad girl and you're feeling restless. Stop counting sheep and talk to the shepherd. Everybody look up. If you don't want sin, better use some sunscreen. Think the church ain't sexy. We got 50 shades of grace. You can't ignore us. When I got who's for us. He made Chuck Norris. Everybody lead up. Do you need a lifeguard? Well, asking why. Everything I'm shuffling.
The name LA LMFAO sounds a bit like it could have come straight out of Star Wars, so it should come as no surprise that this Cantina Band mash works so well. It's time now to present the award for Best Feline Reinterpretation of a Classic Movie. And the whisker tonight goes to Leonardo DiCaprio and Kat Winslet for their masterful adaptation, Titanic. Yes, James Cameron's Oscar-winning bum-numbing epic is made even more dramatic when you think of how much cats hate water. We're at a school in Germany where crafty teacher Lars Reimers got his students to dress as recycled robots while reinterpreting a song by electro pioneers Kraftwerk.
He's from Cork. I'm from Galway. And we put the kind of two together, we mixed them together, and Irish Pingu was created.
I'm waiting, I'm talking in. You wait for that budget, I'm talking in half with mine. The whole room was getting full of the corn. Oh, Christ shit. I don't know, I'm scratching my head, don't know what to do.
People from other parts of the world were saying, that's not an Irish accent. Someone thought we were Jamaican.
Hello, TP. Come here, lad, I have some corn for you there, sir. Fucking brilliant, brilliant. Yeah. I love a bit of corn. Half now, I'll have it. How does it taste? It's just the finest. Good luck now.
I think there's room for a series of old school cartoons or old school animation being revoiced by very culty, as we'd say, Irish voices. Traditional, exactly. It's a good traditional Irish accent. No, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Buffy, how are you? Oh, not so bad now yourself. I'll come in there, will I? No, sure, I'm alive. Yes, sir. Come on in and give us a bit of corn. Here, the boys. How do you mean? I've some corn for you here. Not too bad at all.
People thought we put an effect, like a high-pitched... We didn't. Effect. You didn't. So, Pingu comes in and he says something like, oh, sure, yes, there's the lads now. Hold him in. Something like that. That's how I think that young Irish penguins would sound, you know? Especially three of them. Yeah. Mad bastards.
Martin! Who the fuck is that again? You clowns. Tis only myself who got back some corn.
The world seems to think that the Irish accent is the best. And we voted the sexiest accent in the world, aren't we? By Jesus we are.
Now check out this pair of mysterious sirens from Singapore. Sound designer Mario Vinoretta has been at it again, this time saying goodbye to the music and Lionel Richie's Hello and making it an altogether creepier affair.
Hello.
Hey!
Hello.
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 Poor old Lionel. I know someone who'll surely have an audience with you.
Hello.
Right, well that seems like a suitable place to end part 2 and hand you over to our friends in the advertising community. But part 3 looms large on the horizon, bringing some mashed and trashed crazy like this. A politician takes on a dragon!
I'm here to fight for Canada!
Jason Statham takes on just about everybody else. And this guy goes to the dentist.
Stay tuned to Root Tube to see why my dentist hates having me in for a checkup.
Welcome back to RootTube Mashed and Trashed as we see what the weird and wonderful minds of the internet's insaniacs have created for our delight tonight. Jason Statham, or the Stath, if you're in a rush, likes to act with his fists, which is a roundabout way of saying he doesn't half-punch people a lot. Well, the guys from Burger Fiction decided to put every single punch in one single video.
Knock him out and dump him at the lights.
Knock him out? What do you mean knock him out? Knock him out with what?
I don't know. Use your imagination.
Freaking awesome was that, huh? A modern reinterpretation of a classic scene from Forrest Gump now.
What's my destiny, Mom? Mama always had a way of explaining things so I could understand them.
Life is like a beatbox of chocolates. So everything so far has been kind of odd but enjoyable. It's time to change all that with our next parody, because if there's one thing this show has avoided in its many years, it's weird adult videos, despite them making up 95% of the internet. So, who would like to see the title sequence from the X-rated version of 80s sitcom The Golden Girls? No one? Great. Here it is.
Thank you for fucking my friend. Granny pussy don't mean it's the end.
Lovely lyrics. We asked Saucy star Karen Summer to tell us more about this actual, genuine adult movie.
I got involved in this project because I'm a MILF, I'm a cougar. I come from the time and era and grew up watching this show. I got to play the part of Sophia. She's kind of a little quirky and a little out there and a little troublemaker in her own way. We studied our characters. I wore the same things like Sophia, the little blouse with the pearls, the little sweater over the blouse, the little stretchy pants, little flat shoes. The only thing I couldn't find was that damn purse.
She told me don't worry about.
Canadian musician Andrew Wang decided to numb the pain of going to the dentist by creating a cover of The Weeknd's I Can't Feel My Face using nothing but dental equipment.
You'll never be alone. I can't feel my face when I'm with you. But I love it. But I love it.
I've been making music all my life, but the thing that I'm really most known for is creating music using everyday objects instead of instruments. Just the wackiest stuff I can think of.
I know she'll be the death of me. At least we'll both be numb. And she'll always get the best of me. The worst is yet to come.
I was very surprised at how cool my dentists were with letting me use all their stuff. They showed me how all the equipment worked. They gave me like a little bottle of Novocaine. They were like, yeah, maybe you can use this. And they just let me go to town. It was pretty cool.
No more. We both know we can't go without it. She told me you'll never be alone.
I really fell in love with one sound in particular, which was the rubber glove. I pulled the fingers on the glove and plucked them, and when you record that sound and turn it up a lot, it's actually like a really nice bass. It's something that I actually want to revisit and use again in some other songs. I love working with sound, so I think that's just kind of my zone, where if I get to be in a room with a bunch of weird things and clink them together, or, you know, play with the dentist spray tools and the chair going up and down and stuff, that's like a great day for me.
After 3 books and 4 films, Norwegian movie manglers Pistol Shrimps have finally explained why it's called the Hunger Games.
Where's Peter? Peter. 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 It's not just me and Peter anymore. Peter.
With its old-school scrolling and iconic branding, the Star Wars titles are instantly recognisable. Not so recognisable, however, are the first 6 movies playing together at the same time in this sci-fi mash from LA animator Marcus Rosentrater. There's only one thing that could make this more brain-scrambling. Fire up the Wookiee! If you were a political candidate wanting to get noticed, all you had to do was make a reasonably crazy online video. But since Donald Trump appeared on the scene, spewing liquid crazy over everything, watching it dissolve and then using the goop to secure his toupee, everyone else has had to up their game. That's why Canadian hopeful Wyatt Scott is riding a giant goose.
Hey, I'm Wyatt Scott, and I'm running for Parliament for the new riding of Mission Matsui Fraser Canyon. I'm an independent candidate, and I'm here to fight for Canada! University is too damn expensive. Services like healthcare and social programs should be expanded, not cut. The indigenous people aren't even protected by their own government.
So did Wyatt win? Well, sadly, Canadians had no idea what he was going on about, and he only got 2% of the vote. Should have used more cats, Wyatt. People love cats. Ever wondered what Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal would sound like played on a barrel organ by a Frenchman inexplicably surrounded by piles of timber? Us neither, till Patrick Mathis came along and blew our tiny minds with this video. If you enjoyed the Lord of the Rings lot doing YMCA earlier on and fancy another swords and sorcery sing-along, then this next video is going to make you happier than when Joffrey drank that wine on his birthday. It's the Game of Thrones gang, reworked by The Tonight Show to deliver this Pointer Sisters classic.
I want to love you, feel you, and around myself, around you. I want to squeeze you. I feel so getting good. Enough! And if you move real slow, let it go! I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it.
When it comes to laying down beats, Seattle's Shane Bang and Kevin K rule. I mean, they literally rule. Time to catch up with the most terrifying, power-hungry megalomaniac in the galaxy. That's right, it's Donald Trump. And this mashup shows just how disturbingly well his rants fit into the mouth of a certain Darth Vader.
The Imperial Senate will not sit still for this. When they hear you've attacked a...
How dare the press not believe me that I went after my mother with a hammer?
I'm a very, very strong believer in Christianity and religion, but...
Don't try to frighten us with your sorcerer's ways, Lord Vader.
I deal with foreign countries. I've made a lot of money dealing against China. In a Business Week poll, they said, who do you most prefer? You know, they talked about...
Vader, release him.
Guarantee you I would have had him out.
He only you killed him.
I hit somebody in the face with a padlock. Then I tried to stab a friend of mine. His name was Bob. All of that stuff happened.
We've all heard the whispered and calming tones of Sir David Attenborough narrating nature documentaries, but in this mashup he turns his attention to a rare species, the songbird Adele.
The year is 2015. The world appears to have a green tint to it, but there are also some dead insects in the foreground. She, like all pop stars, needs to hunt to survive. But there's a problem. The signal is poor, and she hasn't upgraded her handset since 1999. Hashtag flip phone. The lesser-spotted Adele is about to be everywhere again.
Hello?
Hello.
We're not contractually obliged to include Doug the Pug in every episode, and yet somehow he's crept in again with his interesting music video mashups. He's been Britney, Beyonce, look at him go, he can really shake a tail, and even Cisco. No, that's not right. If you've got kids and can't get no sleep, why not take a page from this raving dad's book and steal their toys to play a certain faithless classic?
Yo, yo, yo!
Mashing Madonna never gets old, much like the lady herself. Good old Madge is always in vogue. As RuTube legend Sean Sperling proves with style and grace in this unforgettable bar mitzvah vid. Like a professional assassin, break time has snuck up on us again, but don't go far, as when we return we're into tonight's mashed and trashed top 5, including the most popular video of all, the RuTube #1. Will it be a super club of stars? A street-fighting starlet? Or a saucy sound effect slip-up?
Stay tuned to see why my honest mistake has over 5 million views.
Welcome back to the final part of RuTube Mashed and Trashed, and at 5 tonight we have something that touched the hearts of movie fans across the globe when it emerged online. Parisian mashup genius Antonio Maria da Silva painstakingly edited together this video to show where all our favourite movie characters go for a night out. It's called Hell's Club, and just for fun, see if you can name every single movie in this clip. Answer straight after.
Don't say that, man. I must. I have to. I think he is a she. I think she's a change.
This insanely seamless mashup not only manages to tell a coherent story, but also highlights how many movie scenes take place in red clubs. And like so many nights out with big characters, it ends in a fight.
Hold on, baby. Please.
So, did you spot all the movies? Here they are. Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. Train Spotting, Cocktail, Collateral, Dirty Dancing, The Terminator, Boogie Nights, American Psycho, Airplane, Star Wars, Carlito's Way, Scarface, Casino, Robocop, Blade, The Mask, American Hustle, Saturday Night Fever, True Romance, Hellraiser 3, Saturday Night Fever again, and Serpico at the end there. Ooh, Ed 209. It's Thanksgiving in San Diego, and sound effects expert Scott Paulson is showing breakfast TV hosts Mark Bailey and Renee Cohn how to do a turkey call.
One way to do a turkey call is with this gobbler, and it has a little diaphragm in it that allows the air to vibrate. You should try it.
Okay, go ahead.
All
I
right.
want to see this.
No.
It was really one of the most embarrassing moments of my life. Possibly to my own defense. In morning TV, you're always sleep deprived, but I kind of dug my mouth into it, if you will, and my hands into it, so it was kind of a mess.
It went down well. Web wizards gobbled it up, and soon this very saucy mash showed up.
When I saw that clip and heard the Marvin Gaye music, I was like, oh my god. Are you kidding me? Sugar. It looked shocking. And when my dad saw it and it went viral, I was mortified. You don't want your dad seeing you do that on national television.
That just wasn't right.
Yeah, I know.
Adele's back with another banger that demands mash.
Hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for?
It's really not Lionel's day. Who could possibly have bad blood with the lovely Taylor Swift seen here performing at the Grammys? Well, we have mashed and trashed our way through 49 videos, which means it's that time. It's tonight's legendary route to #1. So how do you get a huge global rock band to perform in your city? Back in 1999, the on-the-rise Foo Fighters performed in Cesena, Italy. Over a decade later, and Foo fan Fabio Zaffanini wanted them to come back. But how to try and convince the now legendary rockers? Write an email, send Dave Grohl a tasty meat hamper? No, you do this.
I've been working on this fucking project for more than 1 year, so our call is to ask you, the Foo Fighters, to come and play for us in Cesena.
350 guitarists, 250 drummers, 150 bassists, and 250 singers. That's 1,000 Italians all hoping not to fook it up.
The idea of these thousands of people playing all together one song from the Foo Fighters made the Rock 1000 project. The atmosphere was pure joy. They just wanted to have fun, and they just wanted to jam all together. It was a park for musicians, you know? We just gave them all they wanted. We had to face some delay problems, you know? But we had a traffic light system turning on and off so they could play in a synchronized way. it's been a massive amount of work. Massive. So it became a sort of obsession. But everything turned to be just perfect, right from the beginning till the very end of the project.
What a racket! And did the so-called nicest man in rock, Dave Grohl, bring his band back to little old Cesena?
No one really expected the Foo Fighters to come to Cesena. But in the end, it just happened. And it was going like, oh my God, they just made it. I cannot believe this. So all this surprise and joy was so concentrated in that place.
Right, we've mashed and trashed you enough. But don't worry, Rude will be back next time with a countdown that looks a lot like this. Brace yourselves, it's time to dust off your PE kit as we celebrate the Rude Olympics 2016.
You are a dickhead.
We're going all sporty.
Uh-oh, we got a loose here.
Things get a little bit naughty. And it's definitely not all downhill after 40. But until then, rock on.
And you can see all them dangly and wobbly bits in brand new Rude Tube next Monday night at 9. And tomorrow night at 9, Rude, yep, lots of rudeness and brand new tattoo fixers. Just how rude, you be the judge tomorrow night at 9. Then straight after the 10, brand new Virtually Famous, where nobody is safe, especially not Jennifer Metcalf, Mercy, off of Hollyoaks, and Rylan, off of some other programme. It's very funny. Brand new fixers and famous tomorrow night from 9.